We are now seeing leaked specs for AMD's RX 9070 GRE, and this card just put NVIDIA on notice. This very well could be the budget card upset that nobody saw coming. Meanwhile, the RTX 5060 Ti is apparently still sitting on shelves, and no, that's not a flex. Plus, Gigabyte's got a tiny graphics card with a very big surprise, and the US might be banning another Chinese AI company, but it's not who you think. You know the drill. Let's get into it. Guys, things are not looking good for NVIDIA, and it's all thanks to AMD if these recent leaks are true. Let's check it out. AMD Radeon RX 9070 GRE to feature 3072 cores and 12 gigabytes of memory. We've got some more specs that have leaked on this great Radeon edition card. Now, before we get to specs, where does this card slot in? We've talked about it before. AMD is saying when the RX 9070 non-XT is out of stock in certain regions, this GRE is supposed to slot right in, sort of a replacement in that same sort of price tier, I would imagine. Now, in the next couple of weeks, AMD is going to reveal details about two Radeon RX 9000 graphics cards. You've got the 9060 XT, which is meant to compete against the 5060 Ti from NVIDIA, and they will also be releasing details on this 9070 GRE. The specifications suggest that this could be a very different GPU than initially anticipated. Information shows that RX 9070 GRE is going to feature 3072 stream processors, meaning that a fourth of the GPU cores will be disabled. The RX 9070 GRE's clocks are going to be higher than the RX 9070, 2.79 gigahertz boost, and I think some models, variants will even get to this 3 gigahertz boost clock. So room for overclocking on this card, which is really fun. That's what we really loved about the previous GRE card, is it was a great budget card and you could do a whole lot to it. So this will be a really fun SKU. Now let's talk about specs on the card itself. You've got 12 gigs reportedly of GDDR6 memory across a 192-bit memory bus. The memory will not be clocked at 20 gigabytes per second like the RX 9070 and the XT and the 9060 XT, but they're going with the 18 gigabytes per second. So about a third lower memory bandwidth than the RX 9070 XT. AMD clearly wanted a product to fill the gap between the 9070 and the 9060 XT, and it seems that they have found it. One of the big questions, I guess there's probably two that you're wondering. Big one, price. What are we looking at on this card? Second, availability in terms of regions. So initially this was like a China-only model, perhaps, and now they're looking at other regions. Will it come to the US? If I had to put money on it, which I won't, if I do that, it'll probably be wrong. I think this will end up in the US. Right out of the gate, I don't know if that's going to be a thing, especially if this was meant to replace the 9070 non-XT. I don't know if that's really selling like hotcakes here. Maybe it is. But one thing that I found interesting, I found a lookalike of this card. You know what card it reminds me of? Let me know if you remember this in the comments. You remember this? This was a 4060 Ti. This was an 8 gigabyte card. Tell me that's not the same thing. 9070 GRE. Are we interested in this card? Is this a card that maybe fits an upgrade path for you that you may be looking at? Let me know down below. And most importantly, what price is this card going to come in at? Let me know what you think. Now, this might come as a bit of a surprise, but according to this article, the 5060 Ti is still in stock. But trust me, that's not a good thing. I'm going to tell you why. Let's check it out. NVIDIA's GeForce RTX 5060 Ti stays in stock as the 8 gigabyte model fails to gain gamers' interest. It looks like NVIDIA's plan did not quite work. Let's check this out. NVIDIA made every effort, and we talked about this before, to not send those 8 gigabyte variants of the 5060 Ti to the press. Even the 16 gigs. I know a lot of people were like, we're supposed to review a card we don't have. There are a bunch of videos out about it. However, the card ended up at some media outlets who confirmed obviously it's visibly slower than the 16 gigabyte model in modern games with high quality textures and resolution. More importantly, the 5060 Ti cards remain in stock, and just as importantly, they remain at MSRP. Of course they are. You're not getting that under MSRP. Sneaky, sneaky. Personally, my experience from launch day at least, I haven't looked recently, but on launch day, it was hard to find these cards. They kind of sold out almost immediately. Are you seeing these readily available here in the US, or am I crazy? I haven't been able to find a whole ton of them, but maybe I'm looking on the wrong sites. Let me know. The 8 gig model has reported no sales. One might wonder what AMD's strategy is going to be for the 9060 XT launch, which is competing or going to compete directly against the 5060 Ti. The 8 gig version, which is said to be coming alongside the 16 gig version, may face similar criticism. AMD might lower the price to the point where it would be harder to complain, which would be a smart move. All right, let's dig into the comments, see what you guys have to say. If a manufacturer doesn't want a product reviewed, that's an alarm bell for everyone to stay far away. Fair. Review units are incredibly important, especially on launch days when people are trying to make buying decisions on a brand new product. On the flip side, are we sure that they even had any to give to reviewers or stores? You know, the way launches have been going, do these graphics cards even exist? Now, this may get no comments because I'm not sure that anyone watching this does have this card, but does anyone have the 5060 Ti? Have you tried to? Let me know down below. All right, guys, this isn't your typical desktop beast graphics card, but listen, here's the twist. It still slaps on power, kind of. Let's check it out. Less than 10 centimeters. Gigabyte's GeForce RTX 5060 Ti cards come up with ultra short PCB design. Small form factor PC builders rejoice. Gigabyte has opted for similar PCB design across its entire GB206 base series, including the 16 gig version of the RTX 5060 Ti, that 180 watt card. Yesterday, the cards officially launched, and on the same day, NVIDIA lifted the embargo on reviews. It almost seems like NVIDIA wanted to hide something after the drama surrounding the 8 gigabyte card reviews, but in the end, not all reviews were negative, as they typically tend to go. The 16 gig model has its purpose in the otherwise expensive RTX 50 series lineup. Perhaps NVIDIA will feel the pressure to lower the price even more once we get that sweet AMD RX 9060 XT. That card, if the price is right on that and it prompts a response, that would be pretty sick. So AMD, come on, don't let us down. So let's take a look at these cards, check them out. One of the interesting things about this is that the GB206 GPU used in all these cards is derived from mobile chips, which means you'd need minimal VRM and supporting GDDR7 modules. So the big story with these cards is they're using PCIe 5.0 and 8 lanes of bandwidth, not the 16 lane version. You know who's never led me astray? The comments. Let's dig into the comments here. They should have made it a single fan. You guys seen single fan cards? I love a single fan card. They're hilarious. I mean, look how cute that is. It's a little 3060. So there you go. You've got Gigabyte saving some space for larger coolers. The US is about to drop the hammer on another Chinese tech giant, but this time, oh, it's not TikTok, and the stakes are even higher. Let's dig into it. All right, guys, so basically the US government is evaluating restrictions or an outright ban on DeepSeek, which is the competitor to, I guess, ChatGPT OpenAI, China version. Trump administration is considering new restrictions on Chinese AI lab DeepSeek that would limit it from buying NVIDIA's AI chips and potentially bar Americans from accessing its services. Restrictions are part of the Trump administration's effort to compete with China on AI. Now, this has happened before with the Biden administration, when they enacted some regulations to limit the types of cards that China could get from NVIDIA. In fact, U.S. regulators put into place rules that stopped NVIDIA from selling the A100 and the H100, and they caused them to reduce some of the capabilities on those cards to make them legal for export to China. OpenAI has alleged that Chinese labs distilled its models, violating their terms of service. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens here in terms of bans, maybe outright bans. Up until this point, it's just been, hey, let's go ahead and tweak some of these cards so that they make sense for export. You know, kind of clock them down, a little bit different models. And you know what? I've actually still never used DeepSeek. I'm an OpenAI simp. Any DeepSeek users out there, let me know, is it truly a better platform? I'm very, very curious. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Hope you guys have a great one. And if you haven't already, make sure that you hit the beautiful, what do they call it? Oh, yeah, subscribe button. Also, leave a comment and let me know how your day's going. All right, we'll see you next time.